I previously said that this video would never be made because this is just too complicated to go through. However, I'm just going to do my best to dump all of this information in the best possible way that I can. And I've discovered something that I think people are going to go absolutely mad for. I have not seen anyone talking about this. I've been waiting to know how to do this for a while. I've worked it out. I've made an SOP. If you want more information on how to do these things, and if you want more help, and if these things are confusing you, then definitely check out Skool. It'll be the first link in the description of this video. Everything that we're doing in this video has got a huge amount of detail around it right here inside the Skool. I'm just going to be showing you how to do it at a very high level here. However, this shit is going to blow people away. So the first thing you want to do is you want to download local WordPress, right? So just go on Google, type in download local WordPress or WP, click on install, download it. Once you've got it, you can just search for local on your computer, not League of Legends. And basically you'll see this kind of setup right here. All you need to do is press plus, bottom left, create a new site, run through that process, get the site running, right? And then watch this. This is the really cool thing. All you have to do then is press this VS Code button, right? So I'm just going to press this. This will open this up. And then if I go to CLINE now and just say you're inside a WordPress folder, can you read it a bit and understand it? And the really cool thing is because WordPress is an open source standard and Gemini is updated until January 2025, this shit works really, really well, okay? I know people have mentioned before you should just code in HTML, JavaScript, PHP. The problem with when you were saying that sentence to me is I thought you meant like raw PHP. I didn't realize that you probably meant just use WordPress, right? I don't know if that's what you meant. However, that's what I'm now doing. I'm using PHP inside WordPress. Let me just show you a quick sample of what this can do, right? So everything I'm going to show you in this video, all I did, I took this list of Irish breweries, nothing else, right? I didn't do any other research. I didn't do any other coding, anything, right? I just used CLINE to create. This was just a first draft, remember? This right here, right? If I click on view brewery, just look how detailed this information is, right? And like I said, this was just a first draft, right? So there are obviously some problems with it. However, you can see that it's got a lot of high quality. It's got their social links. I couldn't find reviews about this one specifically. And then if I click on one of these, for example, this becomes its own page, right? So this website has a sitemap, everything, and it has a lot of pages on it. Let's just see if we can see how many pages. So the sitemap doesn't work. Okay, that's fine. So you can see there's pages for each town, each individual brewery, and then there's even, if I go back here, I think I can click up here, right? Yeah. There's a filter system. So if I go on Cork, oh, sorry, if I go on view all breweries, and then if I just drag this out here, if I change this to Cork and press filter, you'll see this actually becomes its own page, right? So this is filter county Cork, breweries in Cork, bang, there's a brewery in Cork, right? So like I said, this is just the first run through of this, right? So now this should be online breweries, online shop breweries in County Down, okay? I think we can all agree that this is super, super OP. This took CLINE 10 minutes to build this entire website. I am not even exaggerating, okay? So strap in for this one. Let's get into the video. So right now I have Gemini slaving away at creating me this CSV, okay? I'm not going to go into too much detail on this part of the SOP. Just so you know, like I said, just because I've got Skool, nothing is really changing on my channel. So if I just go to the SOP that I've created, everything that you need is in this SOP completely for free. Nothing is behind a paywall, okay? It's just if you need a little bit more help or if you just want to support me, feel free to join the Skool, but nothing is changing in terms of how I do anything on the channel. I don't want people to think that I'm going to start paywalling things. That's just not what I'm doing, okay? So everything is here. This is the first one here. This is just to generate ideas. I'm going to make a separate video about this, but honestly, generating ideas with CLINE and these two MCPs is so good. Okay, so I recommend doing that first. I then came up with the idea of doing an Irish brewery directory, just because I noticed that there are a lot of American tourists here, therefore there's money here. So, and then prompt 2, change to suit your purposes, right? So this is prompt 2. This is what Gemini is currently doing while we're sat here and I'm talking to you guys, right? So I want you to kind of remember at any time that the reason that this stuff is so good is because it will do it while you sleep, right? Client still has an issue where you have to press retry with Gemini. It's not perfect, I'm not gonna lie, but because I'm kind of co-piloting this and I'm not too worried about speed, I'm actually okay with that. And the main reason I'm using Gemini is because of the huge context window, right? Because it's gonna get stuck eventually and just forget what it's doing. But my plan for that is once it gets to the context window, my plan, just so everyone knows, in case you need to do this, is I'm going to feed the CSV back to another client instance with Gemini 2.5 Pro, and then get it to basically just continue the same format, right? Okay, so just so everyone knows what this looks like, let's just right click, reveal in File Explorer, and then we'll just go to sheets.new. This just gives you an idea of what we're working with and what we're going to display on this WordPress website. So we'll import here, upload, browse. Actually, we'll just drag and drop. Okay, there we go. So it's quite a big file. There's a lot of data in here. Press import. Remember, all of this data was got for me completely for free just from the name of the brewery and the county and the town. Literally nothing else. And you can see there's loads and loads of columns, right? So we'll go here, format, wrapping, wrap. We'll make this one universally the same size. And we'll just have a look. So we've got town, county, founded, website, logo, URL, right? Again, I didn't pay for any of this data. This was all just done by what is effectively my new research assistant. I even got the latitude and longitude. These are not necessarily 100% accurate. What it does is it uses the air code to find out where the latitude and longitude is. This is a really good tip. If you want to use open maps, right, you need the longitude and latitude. But you can use the postcode probably in the US or whatever it's called, the zip code. I think that would probably work. Email, for some reason, hasn't really been picked up. That's okay. Facebook, nice. So we've got lots of icons that we can use this will mean that these businesses will want to work with us as well. And then, for example, if a new brewery opens in Ireland, I can contact that brewery and be like, oh, do you want to be on this website? It'll help your SEO a lot. Brewery type, microbrewery, founders, these guys. So that means we have a brewery type, which is pretty cool. Description, really, really nice description. Beer examples, very nice. Untapped rating, untapped number ratings, 11,000. So that's just another website. Features and tags, which is going to be used to create separate pages. Like, so you want a brewery with a brewery tour? Perfect. Let's just check if this is correct. This is something I like to do just to make sure. So 9 White Deer brewery tours. Does this actually do brewery tours? Apparently so. Okay. Well, there you go. So that's, yeah, completely insane. I think we can all agree. And this isn't even the building part, right? This is just, I'm just showing you the, yeah, the first part of this. Opening hours not found, not found. Okay, that's annoying. This is the kind of stuff that is frustrating. I would like this to be even more detailed, but apparently, yeah, opening times is 2. Oh no, these are opening times 2, right? Anyway, yeah, opening times is kind of annoying. I don't know why it's just randomly put in there, but this CSV is messed up. Okay, anyway, let's just for now let's just leave it there. Let's move on. Yeah, some of these are messed up. It's like if it misses one, then it all gets messed up. So I've just asked CLINE and Gemini quickly to reformat this entire document. The reason is some of the things themselves had commas in, which was causing a misformatting. So it's adding these literal marks, speech marks, in order to say that this is the column and if there's a comma within this, then it doesn't count, right? So now we've got 12 breweries. What I'm going to do is I'm going to now create the WordPress website. So let's just press cancel here, and we'll right click and we'll copy relative path, right? And then we're just going to go to local WordPress. We'll use test one, which was a fresh one that I made last night that I didn't do anything to. So we'll just press VS Code. It's already read my folder. Like I said, I'm going to be using Gemini 2.5, okay, just because it's got a bigger context length. So I'll put this on plan. I'll paste that CSV. I'll just pop over to the Skool, and I'll just grab the prompt here that I got, that I kind of worked on last night at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I did not go to bed very early last night. I was so obsessed with this. So what I'm doing here is I'm changing the relative path, which I copied before, to the relative path of the new file, right? Let's just do that again, but let's do Control-Shift-V. Should just paste straight in here. Okay, Control-Shift-V doesn't work on CLINE. Good to know. Okay, so in terms of what you need to understand here, right? Let me just quickly go back and just explain what I've done so far. So all I've done is I've got a local WordPress instance, right? And I've opened it in Visual Studio Code. I've asked CLINE to read the WordPress files, right, from local WordPress, which is just a blanket templated 2025 themed WordPress website. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to prompt CLINE with my specific prompt that I've been working on and iterating on. And it probably still needs some iteration, I won't lie to you. And then that should then change this theme from 2025 to a custom brewery theme with custom plugins that effectively will create an entire WordPress directory that will use CSV import. Okay, and the CSV import, of course, comes from this list here. So now, if I take this list and I say to another instance of CLINE, like I said before, create me, add more breweries to this list or whatever, or even improve on this list, right, without changing any of these headers at the top. What that means is we effectively have a system where we can use CSV import to add new pages to our website. And those new pages include counties and towns, right? And also tags and other things like that. So effectively, you can just add hundreds and hundreds of high quality pages to your website, right? In directory style. So let's actually do this. So this is read the WordPress files. So what I'm going to do is, like I said before, I'm just going to send this a prompt, which is this prompt here. You can read through the prompt yourselves. The only other thing I did was I got some images from Unsplash. I just wrote Irish brewery and just gave it some images that were royalty free. You want to do this for sure. You want at least 10. I'm only doing 4 because I'm just experimenting, really. I'm not trying to create something to necessarily rank on Google right here, right now. Okay, so I'm just adding the CSV file here because it was struggling to read it for some reason. I added it to the directory. Okay, so now it's reading the file, it'll understand the file, right? And now it can literally just template everything, right? I'm going to change this prompt a little bit in a second, or I'm going to give it a second follow-up plan prompt. So we'll just let this finish. Give me a detailed, I'm on Anthropic right now. I'm going to change over to Gemini in just a second, but give me a detailed UI, UX breakdown. Also, making sure the directory looks super modern and clean, but retains all mobile friendly and speed features of, actually, I'll just say that. Don't use any bloated website builders. Use Gutenberg still, though. Okay, let's see what that comes up with. Okay, so we've got the colors here. Beautiful, looks nice. Okay, Montserrat, into Montserrat. Yeah, brewery card, I really like that. County card, nice. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, this is fine. This is exactly what I wanted. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's really nice. County pages, county hero image, best breweries in County Island, county map with brewery pins, about county. Oh, man. If it can build all of this, this is the best video that exists on YouTube. I think we can all agree, right? The cool thing about WordPress is, right, this is what people need to understand, is WordPress and Shopify, right, are CMS. Everything, CMS means content management system. So there is a management system already. You don't have to make your own management system every single time, right? And I know people have been telling me this. I understand that. I had never used NextJS before. I wanted to experiment. I'm not going to apologize for experimenting. I will say the websites did not rank as well as I expected. They ranked very well at the beginning and then stopped ranking. One thing I've noticed is CMS systems do actually help you rank for whatever reason, and we'll find out if that's actually true with this plan. Please, nobody make this directory. Just let me see if I can. Let me see what I can do first, and then you can make it after you've let me make it first. So I just put act on here. This is now going to actually start creating everything. I'm just going to say one more thing though. Please do not use any placeholder code throughout the project. Fully build it. Okay. I'm just going to make sure it understands that because it kept using bloody placeholder code before. It was very frustrating. So you can see what it does is the first thing is it creates our custom theme, which we'll call Irish Brew Finder. The really cool thing about this is it, like I said, because WordPress is a management system, like you don't have to worry that if it's gonna work or not, because it just will work. So I've got everything on auto approve, everything. I can now go and make make lunch. I can go and have a coffee. I can go for a nap. You can do this just before you go to bed, right? Maybe not as much on Gemini and CLINE right now, just because Gemini and CLINE hasn't updated yet, as far as I know, unless they've recently done it, in order to allow you to automatically retry. However, as far as I understand it, you could also just use RuCode, which does have that retry feature. You can do exactly everything that I've done so far in this video with RuCode as well. It's just I prefer CLINE, honestly, and because I'm sitting here, I can just press retry. It's not too annoying. So the way that it did this last time, I don't know if it's going to do it the same way, but what it did is it used WordPress custom post, right? And then it used the tag system inside the post system on WordPress to generate the other pages. So the WordPress custom post were breweries. It gave me a new option on the left to install to upload breweries. Let me just show you what that looks like, because I do have it here somewhere. So if I just go here, it gave me this option. I'm sure it's going to do it the same way. That's why I'm showing you guys already. It's kind of like a little spoiler because I'm just so excited to show you guys this. But you can see all breweries here. You can actually import CSV like that and then select the CSV file, and it just created all of these pages automatically, right? And it's on WordPress. So you can just use, if you wanted, you could just use rank math or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just so easy. You can do 10-minute websites basically. So I've probably been doing this for like 10 minutes, including research plus, well, the CSV generation, I won't lie, it does take a long time. It probably takes like an hour for every 10 businesses. It's not very quick at the moment. I'm sure it'll get quicker soon, but. So let's say it's like an hour and a half website to get like an MVP of a fully finished directory website. So look, this is the really cool thing about this. Now I have to go to test one. I have to go to WordPress admin, right? This it always takes a little bit of time to load. I think it's because like the databases and things need to start when you open it. So don't worry if it takes a little bit of time. No surprise, no guesses for what my password is there. So we should be able to go to appearance, themes, and then there should be a custom theme called Irish Brew Finder, which we can activate. There we go. And then we go back, run the import. After activating the new theme, go to Tools, Import Breweries. Tools, so it did this in a slightly different way. Tools, Import, Import Breweries, okay. So it did do a slightly different way of doing this. Oh, because it was in the directory. That's interesting, actually. That probably saves a bit of time. So we have a little breweries thing here. If I go here, no, not found. Okay. Tools, import breweries. Okay, maybe I just need to let it. No, it doesn't seem to be working. Let's see what happens if I do this. Oh, right. I don't think I've got the right access. Oops. So this didn't happen last time just because I used the CSV file in the actual directory. So let's just. Okay, so I just changed something. I just ran through a little bit of debugging there. It wasn't too much. Let's see if that worked. Okay, so let's see if this works now. Again, I've just done a bit more bug fixing because of this one issue. Okay, so let's choose file here, and then it's this one, open, upload. Sometimes you just got to admit when it's time to start again, guys. So I'm just going to do this again just because, yeah, this was pissing me off, and it's so quick to start again that you may as well. So the actual really quick part of this process is the building process. I won't walk you guys through this. The only thing I'm going to change is, and I really recommend not making this mistake with CLINE, is when you set a task to something like you're inside a WordPress folder, can you read it a bit and understand it? It gets a bit messed up because that's then the task, right? So that you can't do the first prompt, second prompt thing with CLINE. You have to do separate tasks, which I think Rue Code has been working on with Boomerang tasks, right? So definitely check out that. So I'm just going to open up a totally new one here, and I'm just going to run this again, but this time it should just be able to smash it. So the time right now is 12:35. Let's see how long this actually takes to give me a full website. Okay, so 9 minutes later, let's see if we're actually at the point where this is working, where I can import. So the first thing I need to do again is the theme. So we'll go to appearance, themes. Should only be 2 themes now. Activate this one, okay. That adds breweries, import CSV, choose file, go down, there we go, import. Let's see if this works, fatal error, okay. Wasn't expecting that to happen. And then a couple of warnings. Did that work? Okay, so we did get one. So if I click view here, you can see it's starting to come together. It's not ready yet, obviously, but it's starting to get together. So we'll just send this error here. It's done a lot of placeholder code. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to do another run over, basically, and use the dreaded vibe coding, or as I call it, chaos coding, to make something a little bit better. Now, the cool thing about vibe coding or chaos coding with WordPress is it understands this stuff very, very well, right? So if you're vibe coding something it doesn't really understand, you're going to have problems, right? But let's say you're vibe coding something like WordPress, which it does understand completely, you're probably going to have less problems, right? There we go. Imported 2, skipped 8, right? Perfect. So, I mean, it worked, right? There's obviously some kind of issue with the CSV. Gemini obviously fucked it up again. But that's fine. We'll just work with these 3 for now. This process does work. I'd probably use Anthropic for the research phase, to be honest with you, because Gemini doesn't seem to quite get it. But yeah, we'll say this worked. Move on to the next. This worked. Now make the website look amazing. So I'm just going to show you this as an example, like I said. Just imagine that you can scale this with a CSV, right? So you can get any CSV of anything, and you can use this process, okay? And the CSV you use, if it's not AI generated like mine, then it's probably going to just import perfectly every time. So now the idea is, let's see if it can give me a working WordPress website with all of this. So it has this right now, right? These are the individual brewery pages or / breweries, sorry. And then we have individual brewery pages like this. Obviously nothing's been set up properly, but you can see that it's starting to come together with some good information here. And we're 12 minutes into the process. You try and do this in 12 minutes with Next.js, it's not gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. So we got a map as well. There's no pins on the map yet. That's fine. Like I said, it's just working through it now, but you can just see how quick this is compared to Next.js development. So as part of the prompt, by the way, I've already done all the SEO. So these are done, the slugs, the meta titles are done. Meta description will also be taken from something like this, right, automatically, or the beers, for example. And then if I click award winning, this should take me again to a page where all of the ones that have won awards, right? And then it says award winning breweries in Ireland. So you can just see this is changing the game for directories, right? And then bang, all I did was say make it look good. Literally 14 minutes into this fucking project. Are you serious? Guys, you better spread this video around. You better get this video going viral. This is absolutely fucking nuts how quickly this is done now. I am so sorry for saying don't use WordPress anymore. This is so much easier and so much quicker. Like, I'll admit when I'm wrong, this is so much easier and so much quicker. Look at it. Are you serious right now? Oh my God, dude, this is juicy. And then as far as I understand it, I don't know if this is actually right or not, but as far as I understand it, you can then just take this WordPress folder and just put it on whatever hosting service you want, right? And it just becomes your WordPress. I'm pretty sure you can just, can you? Yeah. It's definitely possible. I'm not, I've never done it. I'm not a master of WordPress or anything, but as well, this is made on Gutenberg, right? So if I inspect this, let's see if I can do I never know if this is going to be a fair test, like, because it's not live and stuff, but I just want to see if I can do a lighthouse quickly. Yeah, so it's pretty quick considering it's got a map on it and it's local. I'm guessing the larger contentful paint is this map, which makes a lot of sense that it takes a while to load. So this is still going. It looks like it's still trying to make the website look even nicer. I mean, this is just... So there are no pins here, but that's fine. We can sort that out pretty easily. I can't believe how good this is and how quick it is. View all breweries, right? And then there should be a filter system. It hasn't done a filter system yet. So look, it's just made me a contact form. So now if I just go to here, and then go page, new page. So pages, add a new page. I think I just need to call this contact us and then just put short form. This isn't Gutenberg. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Shortcut, there we go. And then publish, and then view. There we go, contact form. I don't know where that email went, but there you go. Okay, so this is pretty much done, right? There's still things that we'd like to change, but like all things considered, if you're just talking about speed, how good the website looks, its propensity to rank, and the fact that this only took 18 minutes and it was completely free. I don't really know what else to say, guys. That's just absolutely crazy. I'm gonna leave the video there, guys. Yeah, this is next level stuff. This means you can make websites in 20 minutes that will rank on Google. Thanks for watching. If you're watching all the way to the end of this video, you're an absolute legend, and I'll see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out.